you know how PlayStation VR Theater begins?
Oh, I'll walk him through it.
Okay, walk me through it.
Okay, ready?
Sure.
Grab the curtain.
You have to
Okay.
Pull the curtain back.
pull the curtain back. Yep.
Dim the lights.
Dim the lights. Yep. And
Popcorn.
pop some popcorn. Here it comes.
Bring forth from the earth the popcorn.
Wow.
Now you gotta sprinkle it because people got mad. There was no butter. They said, fuck that.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Somebody
Salt.
unsubscribed.
You know?
Garlic salt.
Okay.
And,
This is PlayStation VR.
theater.
There we go.
You gotta do it.
Oh, theater!
I'm Brian.
This is PSVR Theater.
I'm Brian, that's Jeremy, and this is Desra taking the place of Michelle this week.
Hello!
Yes.
Don't worry, she'll be back next week. We promise. Don't
Yep.
subscribe.
Unless you decide not to let her out of the... I mean, what?
What?
Nothing?
Oh, no.
I don't have a cage.
No.
And this is PlayStation VR Theater, where we watch the most up-to-date, newest, probably not even remotely true this week, PlayStation
Somewhat up to date.
VR trailers, and then we talk about them. It requires very little work on our part. We love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think, guys? What's the first one we want to talk about?
Well, might as well.
Let's go in order.
Let's go in order.
All right, so you guys snuggle up and let's watch the trailer for Ace Combat 7.
Come on, Des.
Snuggle,
Get
damn
in. Don't be
I'm a
fearful.
married man.
I'm curious to know, does the color of the sky matter to you?
The Kingdom of Erusea declared war on the Osean Federation.
Osea launched a major attack against the capital region, striking Farbati from their aircraft carrier and the Kestrel II warship.
HQ, are there any drones? Verify.
The Erusian Air Force has occupied the International Space Elevator.
This is Princess Rosa Cosette Delise. Osea attacks indiscriminately and has remorsefully injured countless innocent civilians.
It's hard to say which side first pulled the trigger that plunged us into this chaos. At this point, who cares? All that remained was chaos and confusion.
I wonder which path you would choose. Burn Osea to the ground.
Trigger, engage.
I managed to catch a glimpse of the three strikes.
I have visual. Arsenal burn confirmed. Engage at will. UAVs won't hesitate to kill.
No way I'm dying out here. Don't worry. Stick with Trigger, you'll make it.
Oh, really?
All aircraft caution. Bogies.
I won't know for sure until I tested them myself.
All right, that was Ace Combat 7.
Looks like a great movie.
There's been 7 of these things.
Yeah. Feels like it, actually.
Yeah.
Well,
Having worked there, they've passed through. Many of them have passed through my hands with the fucking check and the discs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
it's I had a passing fancy with the Ace Combat series. As we were talking about, it was definitely during the PlayStation 2 era. There were like a couple really good ones, and they were graphically really impressive.
Yeah.
They were almost games you didn't need to be fans of flight games for. They're just kind of fun.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, because
you
they
could
weren't
just
like
play-
straight up simulators.
No.
Not even
but,
close.
They're like
Very
racing
arcade.
games without the road.
Right,
you know?
exactly.
Yeah, it's like the Burnout version of flight games.
Yep.
But so, what do we think of the trailer for Ace Combat 7?
I have no idea because we didn't see anything that remotely looked like what actual gameplay would be.
Yeah.
Unless the gameplay looks unbelievable.
Which
Yeah.
you won't.
Right.
Unless they've cracked something in the PSVR's graphical engine no one
It's
else
gonna be all the
has
same
yet.
shit. You
Yeah.
know, they already did it in Valkyrie. You know what I mean? That the Eve. It's gonna be like that. A cockpit looking around. Hey, all right.
So we got like sort of bad news about this week. and that's that the Ace Combat 7 VR option is not the full game.
Oh.
Right, so
Well,
you can't,
that makes sense then.
You can't just play through the entire game in VR.
Right. Okay.
But what they did say is that there's 12 to 15 hours of gameplay in the VR mode.
Oh, that's a lot.
Which is infinitely better than, say, like Tekken 7.
Yeah,
that's
that's a
like
shitload.
practice
Oh,
mode.
yeah, that was awful.
That was awful.
I'm a fan of the series. I'm gonna buy it anyways. Right. Great, it's a nice bonus, but maybe not buy it just because it's a new PSVR game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy it just because it's a new PSVR game.
Yeah. I think you'd buy it regardless. But anyways.
All right, so we had nothing to say about Ace Combat 7. I'm sorry. If you were looking for reactions, then
well, I'd say that's pretty fair.
Yeah.
I mean, but
It's another one. I mean, with the number after the title, you can see why we're not that excited. There's been 7 of them, you know?
Definitely been 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it'll be the first one I played in VR. It'll be the first... let's put realistic in quotes. It'll be the first realistic flight game that I've played for PlayStation VR.
Yeah.
The rest of them have been space flight
That's true.
games.
Yeah.
You're right.
So at least it'll be something different.
Yeah.
I'm willing to give it a try.
Yeah. There you go.
Right. Don't screw us over, Namco. We're watching you.
Yeah.
All right.
Remember how much we loved you? 2 episodes.
Yeah. Was it? No, it's 3.
No, it's 3. We gave 3 episodes to you guys.
Gaming Without Parole. Wow. Why we loved them in the 80s, 90s, and zeros.
Yep.
The zeros.
All right, guys, huddle up. We are... Ooh, snuggle up.
Sparc.
Yeah, this is Sparc.
Mm-hmm.
What do we think of Sparc?
I'm actually excited.
Nice.
Yeah, for me, this is the kind of thing that I want from VR. Like, I want my holodeck sort of experience, and something where I can actually get again, I've made my opinions of the Move. It's past very clear on this show, but I'm coming around to these new Move games where they're super accurate. So if you can actually get that, and I can go one-on-one against another real person somewhere, I'm kind of on board.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, did they make the trailer tried making it with the sound effects seem a lot more awesome than it probably is? It's like, but I mean, overall, the whole plane I think could be fun.
Yeah,
price point is definitely going to be.
That's going to be a big
yeah.
Like if this is a $20 game, like it's a no brainer. Right. But if it's
I'd say 15.
Yeah.
Right, but if it's anything over, I mean, if they try to sell this thing for like $40 to $50,
fuck that shit.
Yeah. Also, sorry, go ahead.
I was saying, if it's actually reactive enough and you're making big enough motions where it's kind of like actually physical, like a workout, I'm kind of on board for that too. I mean,
well, how fast paced it'll actually get after a while,
right?
Two things.
2.
One is, what's the online component? Can I play against anybody? Like, is it if you're playing against other people in the real world? Then I mean, there can be no lag.
Yeah,
like you really. That is like super important. That file cannot just disappear for a second.
Right.
It's got to be spot on.
Yeah.
The other thing is that I played Hollow Ball quite a bit when that came out, and that was a game similar where you've got 2 move controllers and they're basically 2 rackets.
Yeah.
And you're swinging left and right.
Right.
I've got a small apartment. There's not a lot of room for that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I smashed into my Sega Saturn collection like 4 times. I almost lost Panzer Dragoon Saga.
I love Panzer Dragoon.
Dragoon's the best. So yeah, we don't like. I'm concerned about my ability to play this game properly. I think I might run out of room. I have to like clear out some bookshelves and some my couch.
I just it's going to think maybe this is going to be how like Clang actually comes to existence. No, you guys don't. All right,
Clang.
Yeah. That was Neil Stevenson massively failed Kickstarter. They were trying to make an accurate swordplay game. Oh yeah, okay, we probably have a whole story.
No, yeah.
Basically, he was trying to make an accurate like sword fighting game because, of course, every motion controlled controller there's always lag, so you can never get the speed you need.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, wow, I wonder if and there was the whole story about like they dumped tons of money to Kickstarter, one of the biggest Kickstarters ever funded. The whole thing went belly up.
Wow.
Are you trying to tell me that Fruit Ninja VR wasn't good enough for him?
Highly accurate.
It was pretty damn good.
Pretty damn good. This is true. So Sparc, again, it all really depends on the price.
Yeah.
So let's hope it's not expensive.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Because if everyone's playing it, I'll play some Sparc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
For
like
$12.99
ladders
or
online
less,
and
you know?
leagues.
Or less. Man,
Yeah.
You are really putting this thing into the budget bin.
I don't see that being a $15 to $20 game. I can see it being $12.
But like I said, you mentioned the esports thing before we started recording. Like, what if it does turn into that? Like with leagues and ladders and like weekly competitions.
If it's that tight and
Yeah.
that spot on,
It could get there.
yeah, who knows?
Maybe.
Fast.
Maybe. And it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of variety
No.
when it comes to like player models.
Yeah.
Or arenas.
Blue or red.
So
When's the I missed? When's the launch date for this?
I don't know if we have one.
Okay, so maybe this is just like the first teaser of a teaser.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? This could be early in development. It could be late. We'll find out.
Next scene will
Details
be
to follow.
Cowfield setting, and then a Space F-Zero setting, and all this shit backgrounds.
There we go. I'll spend
F-Zero?
$21 on that.
That would up the price, absolutely.
Yeah. If they want to keep this simple and keep the player models, you get blue and red and that's it.
Yeah.
And you only get one choice of courts, and you only want to charge us like $10-15. Fine.
Yeah.
And then you can make everything else even paid DLC.
Yeah.
I really want my character to look different. Here's $1.
Yeah.
Well, what if they say straight up, look, we have a choice between graphical intensity versus the reactivity of the controls. You want it to look pretty, it's going to be
Reactivity, I
slower.
would say.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, totally.
Give me a wireframe as long
Yeah.
as it actually follows what I'm doing.
wicked tight.
I didn't even consider that. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And our final VR trailer of the week.
Yes.
No heroes allowed.
No.
Exclamation
all
point.
right.
Nice.
Uh,
Are you a hero?
No.
Then snuggle up.
Oh God of destruction! Oh, I have long awaited your return, O God of Destruction. Let us begin conquering the world. I am Batman.
The world's not gonna conquer itself.
Let's go! Isn't technology incredible these days? To think we can conquer the whole world from inside this very room.
Oh, it looks so pretty and purple.
Oh yeah, without those, the whole God of Destruction vibe is utterly lost. Good job. Take the hero's base. For the Horde.
Nice!
Behold splitting thunder.
He got him for massive damage.
That didn't take any time at all, did it?
Yeah.
I can feel the spawning in the air tonight. Go on, shake it out.
Huh? Hey, look. Check it out. Lucky Man.
We'll raise diabolic monsters, fend off those jumped-up goody-goody heroes, and steadily spread our dire influence all over the world. Oh, but, don't expect too much in the way of help from me. I'll leave all the heavy lifting to you. The cycle of hatred will never end if you...
This is gonna make me famous!
Oh, God of Destruction! No heroes allowed VR.
PlayStation.
well.
Well.
Funny!
Yes.
Yeah, you did not seem to enjoy the humor
Oh my God.
in this at all.
No, I don't like being told this is a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a little over the top.
Yeah, it was. I was actually enjoying this much more when I couldn't hear them talking at the beginning. I was
It's like the pretty trailer there for the one that on PSP.
I don't know, man. Just I know this is a thing. You were saying there's like this series of games that have completely missed me.
As far as I know, this is the third one in the series. I'm only familiar with the first two.
Mashups?
If there's a ton of them, then no. No,
Is it Nipponichi?
It might be. It looks like a NIS game.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, that's their humor in those games, but this trailer, though, seems definitely a little more boring than their last previous trailers that they usually do. Like, I mean, because the Disgaea games are usually a little bit more uppity trailer-wise than that. Same humor.
Yeah.
But the trailers are a little bit better, you know? This seems a little bit like...
Yes, it's just like massive pandering to the For the Horde.
We don't even know if it's them, though.
Yeah.
It could be a complete rip-off company that's really taken that style and humor and modeling.
Oh, right.
It never even said it was Nipponichi. It never said who it was.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, we probably should have done some research before we filmed this.
Yes.
But
how could we do some reurse? We were just seeing the trailer for the first time now.
Literally.
I quit.
Fourth wall, do not break it.
Yeah. But as far as the gameplay itself is concerned, this looks like something different. This looks like there's only this and Dino Frontier that's also coming later. That
it's like a little RTS-y, right?
A little RTS-y.
Yeah. Tower defense-ish a little as well. Too?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's elements of all of that, right?
Yeah,
and
I can't judge it yet until the gameplay.
I'm always concerned or interested in what the game's actually going to look like when I put the VR helmet on.
Yeah.
Like, what am I going to be looking at? What are the mechanics of the gameplay? And I think it's cool to have like this pseudo tabletop where you like are kind of like scanning, and like being able to move around this gigantic tabletop and playing a game in that sense. Because I would never play a tabletop game. Yeah. Because I don't know.
Well,
I know.
Final
Stop
Fantasy.
judging me. Stop it. But a game like this or Dino Frontier are games that like suddenly I'm like I want to lean into the world and like pick up characters with my Move controller and interact that way.
Yeah.
And this looks like the interaction alone would be fun.
Yeah.
Like causing me to play an RTS that I wouldn't normally do.
So give me that Napoleon level in the original Psychonauts as a VR game. Then I'm on board.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Remember, like in Final Fantasy Tactics, and you move.
There you go. Yeah.
Where it's like, and you move the board. Yeah, and if you could just keep the board stationary, and you're able to look around and see the obstacles, that might be neat.
No, I like the idea of having like the board game style game in VR. Yeah. That's fantastic. I don't think this game is the answer. I don't think this is. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean it's definitely not a M3ND game for everybody. It's definitely a unique sense of humor and maybe that humor isn't funny.
Yeah,
who knows?
Yeah,
we'll find out when the full game comes out.
Whenever it comes
eventually.
Eventually.
All right, so hey guys, listen. What we want you to do is, games get past us all the time. We always want to cover as much as we can.
Yeah.
And PlayStation VR Theater is a pretty decent place for us to cover a big group of games all at once.
Yeah.
So let us know what other trailers you want us to discuss, hopefully in more detail next time, on PlayStation VR Theater in the future.
Yes.
All right.
The future.
Awesome.
In the year. No.
All right, so moving on. Tomorrow, make sure you come back and hang out with us because tomorrow will be
is
viewer takeover. no one was saying it. Oh yeah, why aren't we meowing this week?
Meowing.
I was looking forward to that all week.
We love the game cats.
Yeah.
Meow.
Meow. You're just destructive. You've been a destructive cat lately, knocking shit over.
Yeah, I've got an emotional problem.
Angry pussy.
Yep. Angry pussy, the best kind of
angry one.
All right. For PlayStation VR Theater, I'm Brian, that's Jeremy, and this is Des, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Ciao.
We did the opening because
Get away, right? Is this
no, we did the opening.
No, we did.
Right.
Yep.
Pull the curtains, all that shit.
We pull the curtains.
Yeah.